Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross is very sleepy. In fact, he's so sleepy that it's damaging morale within the Commerce Department. In fact, Politico is reporting that because he tends to fall asleep in meetings, they try not to put him in a position where that could happen. So they're very careful and conscious about how they schedule certain things. There's a small window where he's able to focus and pay attention and not fall asleep. Now, this is amazing. He is, again, the Commerce Secretary.
Okay.
And I gotta go to this video before you jump in, Cenk, because remember, Trump is a child and shut down the government for 35 days. So that enraged a lot of government employees who have bills to pay, children to feed. And so Wilbur Ross goes on television, and you can tell just how sleepy he is in this next clip.
You're talking about 800,000 workers, and while I feel sorry for the individuals that have hardship cases, 800,000 workers, if they never got their pay, which is not the case, they will eventually get it. But if they never got it, you're talking about 1/3% on our GDP. So it's not like it's a gigantic number overall.
Mr. Secretary, but Mr. Secretary, there are reports that there are some federal workers who are going to homeless shelters to get food.
Well, I know they are, and I don't really quite understand why. The 30 days of pay that some people will be out, there's no real reason why they shouldn't be able to get a loan against it.
Okay, I have so many things to say. All right, first of all, I like how the anchor interrupted him as if he had to talk over him. He's like, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Secretary. He's like, I was sleeping anyway. What do you like? Okay, not only was there a 38% chance he was gonna fall asleep in the middle of that interview, there was also a 38% chance I was gonna fall asleep watching the interview.
100%.
Okay, and I thought there was some percentage chance that he was gonna say at some point in the interview, I'm Elmer J. Fudd. I own a mansion and a yacht. Okay, all right. Now, let me note the irony that the main nickname that Donald Trump has given Joe Biden is Sleepy Joe Biden. He also calls Chuck Todd Sleepy Eyes. He famously called Jeb Bush low energy. So that's one of his famous insults. And then he hires a commerce secretary that apparently is awake for only a couple of hours a day.
It's amazing.
And I want to know what that window is. Is it like 10:30 to 12:30?
Is he a morning person? Is he a night owl?
Right.
Yeah.
Is it like, well, I mean, in the morning he's obviously sleeping, and at night he's obviously sleeping, and in the afternoon there's an obvious giant nap.
Siesta.
So like 10:45 to like 12:15, you pack all the meetings then when Wilbur's awake.
Yeah, the Commerce Department is responsible for the census, which explains a lot. But one other thing that I just wanted to quickly mention is this lower third. I usually don't respond or react to the lower third, but it asks who's more chill, Wilbur Ross or Bob Ross? And I'm offended by the question. Bob Ross was a national hero, okay? A real delight to watch. And the fact that he's even included in the same sentence as Wilbur Ross is offensive and defamatory, so.
I'd rather have Bob Ross as Commerce Secretary.
100%.
And by the way, if you're wondering, so now they say Trump's unhappy with him too because he had to eventually follow the law and not include the citizenship question in the census. He's like, why didn't you just violate the Supreme Court order? Okay, so he's not angry that he sucks at his job and is barely awake. He's angry that he wouldn't violate the law. But ironically, if you're wondering why is Wilbur Ross even Commerce Secretary? What a random, weird choice. No, what almost always explains it is the corruption. Wilbur Ross earlier in Donald Trump's career had helped him, and there's some allegations with financial impropriety, so he gets a cabinet post. So there's a number of people who helped Donald Trump earlier in his career who are now cabinet secretaries in random ass places because Trump owed them. Thanks for watching this free clip of the Young Turks. Don't forget to become a TYT member today. For more exclusive content, join now at tyt.com/join.